Hi guys, Reverend Dr. Gilberto Rosado once again for Traffic Multiplex. In this video I'm going to talk about an article that I've see online. I get these emails from different outlets of news, and sometimes I see a gem that I can use for some of my projects, what they can be. But today we have the gem for this video, and it's an article that appeared in, let's see, this in the Business Insider, I believe. Yes, the Business Insider. It caught my eye that it said, I tried Trump's daily routine for a week and I don't know how he does it. So that intrigued me, of course, because I have an idea of how it is done. It's interesting where this reporter, it says here basically at Business Insider. Let me give you some screen because I know how valuable having seen something on the screen is for you guys. So you don't want to be looking at me all the time, for goodness sakes. So here's the screen. Let me get rid of this. So it says here, this is the Business Insider. The URL, which unfortunately won't be able to show you at any great degree, basically is, let's see here, you should be able to get to it by typing in businessinside.com/Donald-Trump-schedule-routine-2018. So you do that, you should be able to get to the Business Insider and this article. I tried Trump's daily routine for a week, and I don't know how he does it. Okay, and it says here under that, I tried President Donald Trump's daily schedule for a week. Each day I woke up at 5:30 a.m. for executive time, and I got to work at 11 a.m. and tried to watch 4 hours of cable news, and ultimately I discovered that the president's routine doesn't work for me. It says here, she starts off saying, I am exhausted, still exhausted, I should say. So she really went through a Trump training camp for 1 week, and it is exhausting. And she goes on to talk about him getting up at 5:30, doing tweets, as we all know, he's famous for that, and watching news. Seems that President Trump is always watching news, at least 4 hours a day of TV, and that is comprised mostly of the news. It also states that he's probably sleeping about 4 to 5 hours every night, and that's something that I can say that I am doing even myself. I do that myself, and there are days where I would need to sleep more because, of course, your body does need some to catch up, and depending on the state of your health, also if you're fighting an infection inside, you never know, you'll tend to need to sleep more, you want to sleep more, you just say, I'm just a little more tired today, and it's really your body trying to, it needs more rest in order to do more battles, internal battles, and battles with the external world as well. There's always bacteria and fungi and viruses, always trying to get in and take advantage of a weakened immune system. So your body does say, stay in bed a little bit more. I need more rest. This is a battle out here. So that's happening, so that you guys understand what's going on in the background. She says a few things about her inability to really just to stay faithful to it, in terms of having to succumb to being tired. Let's see here, and some other things. You should really go into this article to see all the little details. So she comes down to a conclusion that is really not it's not something that she can do. So this is the issue with that. I do know and understand this phenomena. This is not really a big mystery. And we have to understand something. It's just like me. Even here, my family or my wife particularly, she's constantly complaining of the hours that I put into my business, and that's always been a common complaint of many wives of many people that have dedicated themselves really to work. Um, because it's not like they don't like to work. And nobody likes to work, but if you're doing what you love, then you love it. It's just simply, this is what I love, this is my passion. And for me personally, it's my lifelong calling, really. A lot of my work revolves around, obviously, my ministry, and that's important to me. And a lot of the things I'm doing, even when they appear to be commercial in nature, they're really things that I'm doing in support of the charities that I'm developing, and the people that I'm helping, the programs that I developed and will continue to develop for the church. So a lot of it is motivated by my devotion, and the way I view myself, my identity. So that's something that the reporter is not dealing with or understanding, and maybe it's on purpose. She doesn't want to understand that. It makes for a good story. So I'm not saying that she's ignorant in any way. All I'm saying is that the question is still there. In other words, why, it looks like this isn't for me. So it's assuming that we can just simply or adopt, I should say more correctly, anyone else's schedule, and it's really not something you can adopt. When you have natural success, when you're in line. See, Donald Trump is in line, in harmony with his natural success formula, his personal success. He has found it. He found it early, so he understood what it was, and his life, his breathing, his thinking is completely unified with his identity. See, and that identity is his natural success. He did not adopt this schedule. This schedule it was perfect for him. It's made for him. This is his schedule, his life, you see, and the meaning with what he has and everything he has. People can be successful without this schedule. Without his particular schedule, you can be successful, but it has to be your perfect schedule. It has to be fashioned over you, and for you. See, and there's differences. For example, he's a morning guy. You see, he gets up and his brain is right there in the morning, perfect for his success pattern. Okay. On the other hand, I'm going to talk about my person. I'm a night guy. You see, so when he's going to sleep at 12, my brain, I'm on his morning. I'm the way he would be in the morning. I'm that way at 12. That's when I start. I'm gonna do some damage from 12 on. Everything's quiet. You see, the world is quiet, and my brain it's going. It is going. Okay? So I'm going to catch up on my writing. I'm going to explore some code and try to figure out how to resolve this software issue. I mean, that's the way, and I was that way before the action. I got to tell you, I've been really stressing these past few months since the accident I had. If you see some of my other videos, I talk about that in the walking series. I talk a little bit about that accident. And since then, I have not been able to be what I used to be, unfortunately. Last night, though, I'm going to tell you right now, confess it, last night was the first night in over 7, 8 months that I was able to begin to even think about, coding after 12. It was like a miracle. So crossing our fingers that we're able, can I hardly cross my fingers anymore? Cross fingers here that I will be able to continue to progress in that. But like I tell you, that has been it's been very stressful. My inability to use that after 12, burning the candle at the two ends, time, to really progress like I had before, and as I need to, because I'm running out of time. I need to burn that midnight oil. So I have many things to ponder, to get down on paper, many books to write. I mean, I have the books for the university, but there's still things that I want to do for general release, and it's like crunch time. So anyway, hopefully a little light that came last night will continue to expand and to become and to restore myself, because I really don't see how I could finish the things I have in mind and been planning to, and really my organization needs it, and that work, when without my good hours, which is after midnight. But anyway, but that's the whole point that we're trying to talk about. Why couldn't she get into his schedule? Because his schedule is his, and my schedule is mine. I mean, I can't expect anyone to follow my schedule, because my schedule is murder on anybody. Okay. I mean, that's when I'm at the computer. This is work. This is thinking. It's writing. It's putting my work together, putting my words together on paper, and then creating the books, and doing all the things that need to be created. Now, add on top of that these videos. And some people say, "Oh, you got to prepare the video first, and you should be following a script and all that." Listen, brother, I don't got time for all that. You guys have a life that you can have that time to prepare. You do that, and bless you for it. This is comes out like that. I don't have time for all that. You get what you can. That's your problem. I'll talk and I'll let some gas out. It's your responsibility to pull out and take a whiff and bring that into you as much as you can. That's your problem, right? But anyway, I'm just expose myself to you. Felt that? Did you feel that? Did you smell that? Okay. I'm just having fun. Sometimes I talk a lot and it gets a little boring, so just to bring some levity or gravity. Which one do you? Depends on how you look at it or how you smell it. All right. So basically, that's the key. Why you can't be like Trump is because you're not Trump. Simple. And you shouldn't be wanting to be like Trump. Uh, but everyone is as successful. Well, oh my goodness. I said it. These are the secret things I teach in Natural Success. Everyone is as successful as Trump is. How so? How can you say that? Because you do as you put in. Just like Trump. He lives, listen, Trump lives his day. And in his day, he does what he does the way he does it. And he is who he is, right? Because he does what he does as he does it. Simply, he lives each day, and the result of his living each day is where he's at, or what you observe. Now, where are you? you're as successful as he is, because you're living your day, and at the end of the day, you've done what you've done. You're just as successful as Donald Trump, because success is really the result of what you do, no matter what it is. See, success is not, it's not a quality. It is a result. Let me say that again. Success is not a quality. It is a result. And each and every one of us has a result of our actions. So you have to understand that you are who you are, and you do as you see yourself as. So you are who you are, and you do what you are, and therefore you are successful. Now, the only question is this. It's not a matter of success, because we all are successful. Every one of us is successful. Everyone. So it's not an issue that, oh, only if I had success. You are successful already. You see, the reason most people don't get ahead is because they're thinking that they're not successful. And you're always looking for success and not realizing that you are already successful. You see, that's not the issue. Some people think they're going to go to God after they die and say, God, what happened? I wasn't successful in life. And God is going to look at you. You were successful every day. Every day you did what you did. You are a success. See, because you're not understanding that success is not a degree. Success is a result. You see? And so you have the wrong idea. So you're not understanding. You're fighting yourself. It's really what's happening is that you're fighting against yourself. You're fighting against what you think you need and what you think you want. Because you're putting the emphasis on success, when that you don't need to put the emphasis on success at all, because you're naturally successful. What you need to understand is simply you need to add value. To put it in a term where internet marketers, because most of you watching me are interested in internet marketing and online business, so I'm going to talk to you in those terms. You need to add value. It's simple, because you are successful. The problem is, if you want higher value in your results, you have to add value to your actions. See, because it's not an issue of success. It's an issue of volume. It's an issue of levels. It's an issue of quantity, right? You're looking for external physical evidences of enrichment, of power, of authority, of possessions. Some form of measurement, and that's what you're looking at as success, and that is not success. Success is a result. You have success daily, you have it weekly, monthly, yearly, and lifetime. See? And success is simply a result of what you do. And since everyone has a result from what they do, you are all successful. The issue is you want to have more value. You want, I guess, monetary. Some of you are looking for monetary value. Others are looking for positional value. Others are looking for authoritative value. Others are looking for intellectual or academic value. There's so many different valuations. that we can measure. You're looking for measurable value. But in order to, so that's something else. That's not success. You're looking for measurable value, and the only way to increase it is to add value to what you're doing every day. And you add value through education, you add value through volume of work, or through efficiency, improving efficiency, improving effectivity or effectiveness, leveraging. Donald Trump is a man. You guys gotta understand it. Guess what? He has 2 legs. He has 2 arms. He has a head. He has something between his legs. And even if he didn't, if he was a woman, you still have something between your legs. But you're still a human being. There's no difference. No difference. And we all are successful every single day. Successful. You just, so success is guaranteed to you and to me. I'm gonna get religious now on you. God guaranteed success for you. He gave it to every person on this planet. Receive that. Accept that. I'm gonna make a believer out of even you, you atheist, you. Receive it now. Amen. Listen, God has made you a success. When He made man, He made success. See? We are successful. Look at us. After all these years of life on this planet, we are here. Many creatures have gone extinct. We are successful as a species. We can do nothing but succeed, and everyone does succeed. It depends what. See? In what have you succeeded? But everyone is a success. Are you connecting? You understand that? It's not an issue of failure. Failure is a step towards the results. It's part of the testing process. You have to. People have to get it. You guys are not understanding. So listen, if you want to add value to your result, which is what you're talking about, because it's not success. Success you have. Then you need to add value to what you put in. If you want a higher value on the output, it's mathematics. If all I do is 1 plus 1, all that you're going to get is 2. Don't you understand that? Now, if you do 10 plus 1, now you get 11. What is more, 11 or 1? Let's get with it. If you want a higher value result, then you need to have a higher value in the actions, in the interactions, in the multiplication. Everything during your day and during your weeks and during your months has to have added value. Your actions, your doings, your ponderings add value to those things, and then the results will be of higher value, which is what you're estimating and measuring as a determinant for success, which is totally wrong. Because then when we have a whole bunch of people who are thinking they're not successful, you are. And trying to figure out how to be successful and trying to adopt schedules, and it's ridiculous. You just totally. I'm not speaking of this reporter who's done an immeasurable degree of good with her article, by the way. Congratulations on that. You brought out a great point. She's teaching the world with that point that she discovered for herself. You see, that his schedule is not for me. I mean, that's the basis upon what we're talking about now. And it shouldn't be for you. See? so that people can wake up and smell the coffee. But what people are not understanding is that we are all already successful. You just simply have to add the value. And Trump has added value into all his sayings and doings and ponderings, and the results are his results. They speak for the value in his daily life and in his person. There's value there, even in his blood, even in his inheritance, even in his heritage. There is value, yes. But there's nothing that any one of you or myself cannot compensate for. Like you saw in the math. You see, okay, let's say Donald Trump started with 10. 10 plus 2 or 3. What do you get? 12 or 13, right? So he started with some value, the first number, and he added 2 or 3 to the second value, and then he gets a 10, he gets a 13 or 12, right? So maybe you don't have a 10. Maybe you just have a 1 or a 0. Maybe you have 0. 0 plus 20. How much is that? 20. You see, you beat Trump. He started with a 10. But you can beat Trump, have more than Trump, if you add more value. You may not have started out with the value, but you can definitely add more value in your day-to-day. And you'll have more than Trump. And indeed, there are people who have more than Trump. You know, Trump is not the richest man in the world. If you're going by that for success. So realize that you are successful. If you're watching this video to this moment, right now, guaranteed you are a success. And you have nothing to look forward to except for more and more success. And all you need to do, if you want to add value to your success, simply add value to your day-to-day. Change everything. Everything you do, add value. Add value to what you're eating. You understand what I'm talking about? Adding value, not garbage, right? Add value to what you're eating. Add value to your activities. Add value to your physical state and well-being. Join me on my walks every day. I do. You see the videos there. Add value. Add value to your work. Add value to your brain, your thinking. Do better. You know, when I said work there, do increase your work throughput and your workflow. Add value to the things you do. Add. Don't take away. Don't try shortcuts. Don't try to deliver, under-deliver, over-deliver. Overdo it. Give more. Quality. Value. Go out of your way to help your neighbor. Go out of your way. Take from yourself. Sacrifice. Add value to your life. Add value to others. Because you got to understand, why should you do that? Because you will always have. You're successful, you see. And the more you're able to give, the more you have, the more you are. But you have to be adding value. You say, how can I give the little I have? See, you're fearing not having because you feel, and some of you rightly, that you don't have any value. But if you're adding on each of the things you're doing, thinking, saying, everything that you're taking action and then pondering even, if you're adding value, you will always have. So I'm telling you to take from that value to give to others. You always have it because you're always adding to it. and be success. You are a success, but you want to see a measure. So you cannot get less out of it if you put more in. That's not how the math works. 1 times 1 is 1. See? But 2 times 3 is 6. So the more you put into your math machine, the higher and higher and higher and higher the value of your success will be. So you just have to put in more. So I hope this has helped you. You're getting stuff that really would be in 1 or 2 of my talks in the Natural Success Program of my creation. And that's a real value that I'm adding to you because I have a lot to give. Do the same. Be a blessing and continue being successful. And I hope that these videos will help you add value to your success. Reverend Dr. Gilberto Rosado once again for Traffic Multiplex.